Awesome. What's up? What's up? Welcome back to another episode of the Better Half Show. We're actually live this time, guys. So, not pre recorded, actually here on your airways. Welcome back to another episode. This is our late night special, our after dark special. So, we definitely wanted to bring all of our listeners in who are currently watching and talk a little bit about some more adult related things. So, how are y'all feeling? Let's start with that.
I am fine. I am finally rested. I'm feeling much better than I was yesterday.
That's good.
Yeah, I was getting on my own nerves. I was tired.
I feel that though. I absolutely understand that wholeheartedly. I have been, currently in third trimester. You know how you get those like first trimester symptoms back. So I'm back to being tired as shit. I took like a 2.5 hour nap today. Could definitely go back to sleep. I'm over it. Ready to drop this kid for real, for real.
I've only been home for an hour and a half.
Okay. Are you feeling less feisty today, though?
Yeah, that was the thing. Like yesterday,
Because you were super feisty.
No.
Okay.
No, it wasn't that bad.
I mean,
okay.
a little bit. It was a little bad. I mean, when you don't have either myself or Brittany right behind you feeling the same exact emotion, that means you were on a different scale than us. Usually we're all in sync. So.
It was like, oh, okay, I back her. However, this does not reflect.
Because y'all were because when I went back and watched it, that fuck you came straight
from the depths of your soul.
That thing said.
There was definitely like, some animosity behind that, as if, what was it, Brad? Did something personally to you?
Yeah, it was
the typos. It was the typos. Like I get it, because like me and Brittany can say something about your typos, but once somebody else say something about your typos, mind your fucking business.
Just play trivia. Shut the fuck up.
That's all we want. Play trivia. You know what the fuck we mean.
That's what we're here to do. Are we here to take an English class, or are we here to play trivia?
Thank you.
Oh my god. No, that was funny. Well, I mean, clearly you're equally as spicy. So, whatever happens. Be careful of what y'all say in the comments. We don't know what Asia's capable of today. But let's jump into the episode. So today's episode, like I said, is going to be kind of like, I would say a little different than our usual episodes, mainly because most of our episodes are kind of about topics that affect Black women or the Black community and kind of like our perspective on it. We talk a lot about relationships. We talk about kids. This one in particular is about being grown, okay? And significant other aside, just, our experiences with different kinks in the BDSM community. So that is what we are here to talk about today. We each individually took the BDSM test on the website bdsmtest.org. So that's what we're using as our basis for this. We each individually took it. We got our own results. We're going to go through them. Hey, how are you? We're going to go through them collectively. We're going to define what each kink means, what our percentage was in that, and kind of our experiences with it, or what our fantasies are with it, or why we aren't interested in that. According to Asia, Brittany and I are similar. And as I was looking at it, we do rank close in some categories, but overall, it's not the same.
It's not.
But you heard what you just said, right? Y'all are similar and close in some things, and then
in
there's
certain kinks. I'm kinkier than Brittany.
Yeah. It's like I am below.
Jazz, we have them, but when I put it up on our screen, it kind of covers everything and it takes over everything. So we're just going to talk about it, each individual kink, and move through it that way. So we'll start with the first kink on our list, is brat. It's being a brat. And by definition, that is a BDSM label in which a sub, or someone who's submissive, enjoys misbehaving to the dom, caregiver, or whoever that role is in the relationship and or in the role play. I'm sorry, Mama. But you'll see. I'll put it up towards the end so you can actually see how everything ranks out. But trust me, we're all on 3 different levels. 3 different levels. But anyway, so the first one is brat. We all scored highly for the most part on being a brat, higher. For me, I was 79% brat.
I equaled your score. I was 79 as well.
Yeah.
I was 100%. I am a brat, and anyone who knows me can tell you, if I don't get what I want, I will throw a temper tantrum to attempt to give in.
I feel you. So I feel like in real life, I'm also a brat. I'm not a fan of the word no. Like, I also will throw a temper tantrum, but in the bedroom, I'm pretty submissive, and I don't really have that like talk back. It's there. I feel like it would make it more fun, but overall, I'm okay with doing whatever you tell me to do. So
I will say everyday life, I am a brat. I don't even know what the hell no means. That don't tell me no. In the bedroom, it's days where I might act like a brat. I might say, I don't want to do that, but then I'm forced to, and I'm like, okay, I like this. So it kind of.
I feel that.
Like, yeah.
I completely understand that. Yeah, I feel like I don't know. I kind of like being dominated. So I don't feel the need. Go ahead, Asia.
Go ahead.
So my brat is a little different.
Mm-hmm.
Because tell me no. Please tell me no. So that I can eventually, more than likely, get punished. Because
you're
toxic. And I know
that yes, you're toxic.
Like you're the type of bitch that starts an argument for makeup sex. Got you.
Yeah, like all of this is unnecessary.
But continue.
Tell me no. I like it sometimes, but the bratty sub in me has to be talked to a certain way.
Okay.
It's just I don't know.
So is it a trial and error situation where they figure out the best way to talk to the bratty sub in you, or?
Yeah, there's two people that can speak to the bratty side of me. And I don't like that.
That's hilarious. The
Hey,
brat to
yes,
the
that's what it is, a punishment.
But I mean, some punishments are really, really great. I like pleasurable pain. That's just me.
I feel that.
I like pleasurable pain.
So for me, when it comes to pain during sex, or sexual activity, I can do, choking, spanking, a little bit of slapping around. I don't let's not draw blood. Let's try to keep that to a minimum would be nice. But overall, I mean, I feel you. I do a little bit of punishment. I also really enjoy being a good girl, but we'll talk about that too as we move forward. Is there anything else about being a brat that y'all want to touch on before we move on?
Jazz is right. Jazz is right, because you tell me to take care of myself, eat healthy, drink water. No, I don't wanna. You do it. You do it for me.
See that? But that's my brattiness. Like even today is, hey, did you eat today? I ate chips. That's not eating. Yeah, I ate something. Shit. What else you want me to do? But then I'm told, hey, let's go find something to eat. I don't want to. And then I'm forced. And then I'm like, ooh, I like it.
Mine's is if I gotta eat, you gotta eat. No, I don't wanna. I'm not hungry.
Yeah, Jazz said as a primal brat, she's always spicy.
That's coming. I got a story for that.
I got a story for that. All right, Asia, you can take the next one, my love.
So the next one is degradee, which is a person who loves to be degraded or embarrassed. I like that shit.
You're 100% that too?
I am 100% that. I like that shit.
I feel you. I am 89% degradee, so more of a degradee than I am a brat.
I can't remember which one I was. Shit. Let's see. I'm looking at it. I must be 0% because it's going down into the red. Yeah, I'm 0% on that shit.
Yeah, you're 0.
No, sorry. 42%. I am 42%.
Oh, okay.
42%. So less than half.
Yeah. Yes, less than half. But I mean, it's levels to that shit. Don't start off with it. Or I guess I can't be in a relationship with it. If you're gonna degrade me, this is like a one night stand type thing. Because if we're in a relationship, all right, I might remember that you called me a bitch, and now we fighting the next morning. So,
so I see your sentiment, and I feel like a lot of the degrading stuff that I was involved in prior to marriage were more so, I mean, flings. So I understand that. But I definitely, I like that shit too. Like I enjoy like being called out of my name. I enjoy, yeah, I enjoy the embarrassment. It's definitely a turn on. I think it's kind of sexy. I feel like Asia has no story.
It's bad because I don't like it just in the bedroom either, because sometimes I like the shit out in public, because sometimes I'd be like, something's gotta give, and it can't be me. That's the bratty side of me. That's just like, I can't.
Nah.
So out in public, in what way though?
I can be doing just about anything, honestly. I can be at Walmart, Target, public, general public, dinner. We can be doing anything.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes it's needed. For me,
So
at least.
what would you want? You're out in Walmart. What would be a fantasy degrading situation for you in public?
Ooh. The choking, the name calling, up against a shelf, the
Oh,
the
damn.
That shit sounds kind of sexy to me
Yeah,
too.
it
So
sounds kind of. I'm sorry. Now that right there. Ah, shit. I
the
might.
owls.
Ooh, I might
The
like
owls that
that.
nobody really, the owls that nobody really go down and see, and you kind of get like grabbed by the arm and dragged there, and he's like, "Get your shit together, or I'm gonna handle it when I get home." Yeah, it's
Oh,
yeah.
see now that right there. If we're more so where it's not a lot of people when that happens, maybe I would let that pass. However, the alpha in me will not let him do that and I not say something back. Now
that's the
that will
brat in
be,
you.
yeah,
I don't
that
know if
is
that's
what.
the outfit. It sounds like a brat
Okay, well, whatever we want to call
because
it.
you'll accept it, but you have to say something back. You have to have the last word.
Yeah, I gotta
I
have
mean, and
last word. You're not gonna
that's
stand here and
okay.
embarrass me.
Well, it's okay. No, but that's okay. You can have the last word, but remember, for every reaction, there is a punishment.
Brittany's like, I see.
Brittany's like, please.
I like the punishment aspect. It's just when we in public, don't do this shit with a lot of people. Like, I mean, maybe grab me by my throat and whisper it in my ear. I might be like, "Oh, I submit now." However, don't say it out loud.
Don't let other niggas hear that shit.
You don't let them see that shit. Cause
It's gonna be like one of those kids when those parents get down to that level and it's like, get your shit together or I'll take you outside.
yeah,
Right.
like do that. Do
The under the
that.
breath. Don't
Don't do it out
dare
in
touch
public.
shit. Through gritted
And
teeth.
I'm yes, daddy.
Like, so Jazz said, I've been in the lifestyle professionally for a long time as a dom, and only in the past 3 years have I accepted more of a switch to the submissive side, so she definitely understands. Yeah, I feel like, and we'll get to it a little bit later, but like I feel like in my single years, I was more prone to taking a dominant position when need be. And also with me being bisexual, I tend to be more dominant with women than I am with men. But I also have not been with a woman. I mean, at least in the last 6 years, because that's how long I've been with Jamal. So, so I feel like that side of me is like more dormant than not. But like I said, we'll talk about it. We'll talk about it as we move forward.
Okay.
Jasmine, brats, and alphas are the best.
So I know he loves it. So before we continue with this all is new to me. I've never tapped into this shit. I don't know what most of this stuff is. So this is me learning. So
That's
if I need, yeah,
we're
I
here to
don't.
teach. Asia's here to teach. She's the expert.
So some of these words I don't know how to say them, and I don't know what the hell they mean.
Okay, so this is a masochist.
Okay,
If that's what you were starting with.
Yes, it was.
Okay.
And that is a person who is gratified by physical pain or humiliation.
So very similar to a degradee, however, involving more physical pain than that. What is your percentage in that?
It's a 18%.
Said 18?
Mine's is
18. Oh, my
Ooh.
numbers are low. My numbers are low.
True.
Okay,
Mine's at 61 before Asia busts out with her.
100%.
Mine's at 61%.
Asia.
Okay, mine's is 100%.
So if you guys are keeping track, Asia is 100% Brat, 100% Degrady, and 100% masochist. All right.
I just like it.
She's just across the board a BDSM fan.
I like pain. I
So,
like pain. I like
on a scale of 1 to
humiliation.
10, how much pain is a sexy amount of pain for you?
Where I say my safe word. And it takes a lot.
Gotcha.
I don't even have one of them.
You should probably get one. It's always nice to have one.
What's your safe word?
Damn it.
Mine is stop, damn it. These former military, they taught a lot about consent. Stop is enough.
Stop is it.
That's enough.
Yeah, I mean we use stop simply, and I guess that would be the safe word then, because it's like if you're into it and I'm like pineapples, and he's like, what? Pineapples, and he done forgot what the hell that means. We still going and I'm hurting. Nah, we good. Stop, damn it. That's what I'm gonna say.
That's hilarious.
Okay, because but what you're saying, right, is because sometimes, I mean, I guess because you're in pain and you don't really like it that much, it's like you can avoid my safe word, but know that there's a backup safe word for my safe word. And you will know both before we start anything.
Sorry, Jamal just brought me chocolate covered strawberries. So
you just sexy all the way around the night, huh?
That was awesome. So our safe word, or my safe word, our safe word is Rugrats. Yeah, that's the word we decided. No particular reason, but yeah, and I think for me, for paint, like I said, I'm not a huge fan of. You can leave bruises because I'm light skinned, solely because I'm light skinned. Those joints pop up pretty easily. So I'm not even about to act like it's not easy for me to bruise. But I definitely I'm not a fan of blood. I do like nipple clamps and, like minor amounts of pain throughout sex. I did, I said, I did get 61%.
I guess on a scale of 1 to 10, where do you stop? So 1,
I would probably say my safe word. Go ahead.
So 0 being like you stop at like
the you said 1 to 10. How's 0 part of 1 to 10?
Whatever. You knew what I meant.
0 is no pain.
0 is making sure we are lubed up, you slide in, there's no issues.
I mean, we just started at 0. Shit.
Okay, so with 1 being no pain, right?
1 being no pain, 10 being, I guess, blood.
Y'all keep saying blood. I'm trying to figure out where the hell this blood is coming from.
I'm gonna have to go with. I'd probably say my safe word is around 7, 6 to 7, 6.5.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Everyone's like blood. Like, what is blood?
Yeah. I'm like, what the fuck is this blood? Where did the blood come from? Why did your blood?
It comes from punched in her face.
Right, because I'm gonna punch the hell out you because I don't know what we're doing.
No, but you gotta think about it, right? So when I say blood, I mean I guess from like the whips and the paddle
No,
and
yeah,
like shit like that. That that draws blood depending
welts
on how
and
hard you
blood.
go.
Yeah,
Yeah, I should
yeah.
not need medical attention after.
I am with him. I agree. I shouldn't need medical attention. Again, are we fucking or fighting? Because
Right.
I don't
Check
see why
to
there's
the
blood.
ER face that.
Now I gotta be sitting in the ER talking about some, well, the nigga bit me.
Yeah, that's the other thing. Biting, like, yeah, that's blood. Like, if you draw blood from something like that,
I've
not bad.
never drawn blood.
The Brittany said, "Don't at me," because it's a hell no.
Jazz said its levels. Safe words are key, especially if you're a brat, because your no's don't always mean no, depending on your type. So it's good to make sure that there's consent. And her safe word is kumquat, which is very true because sometimes a little resistance, a little no, a little, I don't want, like, it's all part of the role play. So it doesn't necessarily, yeah, it doesn't necessarily mean no.
So I guess because of, again, military type thing, it is beaten into our skulls. Get consent in the middle of sex. If the person says, I don't want to do this, in mid-stroke, you're supposed to stop. So if we say no or we say stop, that means immediately everything shuts down. I had to learn that because I was, I guess, that brat that would be like, no, don't do this. But I wanted it to keep going. However, when I learned that, I had to more so, I guess, use physical, like kind of push away a little bit and let him fight back, that type of thing. But I don't know. I'm still stuck on this blood y'all got going on.
I mean, at least we explained it.
So we know.
But I know I'm
we
saying
know
my safe word well before anything's done.
I think with that, we know how hard we can go with Brittany when it comes to like a paddle, a whip, the things that draw those types of things. Because I'm afraid that Brittany might pass out if I draw blood.
Okay, wait a minute. If you draw blood from me, we're fighting. Let's get that out of the way.
I'm not gonna hold you. I've had like my nipple like sucked on, I guess, or I mean, it would have had to have been bitten to the point of blood draw. I was like, yeah, this isn't. I don't like that. It's not doing it for me.
The only time I've had that happen was when my nipples were pierced. When they were pierced, the guy, he clenched on a different way, and it drew. Let's just say we never did do anything else because I was like, bro, you should have been more sensitive. That's stupid.
So Decepticons attack is actually right, because if you say form Voltron, a man knows what that means, and that just means stop. Well, I don't know if that works for all men. But
I was about to say, I don't think that's gonna work for all.
I never heard that shit.
So I don't know. Maybe your man will stop.
Mine gonna say what?
But hold on, but you see how you stop. You saw how you stopped. He's gonna stop and he gonna be like, bitch, what did you say?
I mean, maybe some people don't give a fuck what you're saying.
That's true. Well, that turns into something else.
Absolutely.
But
okay, I'll try it
next time. But I will say, whips and chains excite me. I am like Rihanna on that shit. That might excite me. I've never. Ooh, let me make sure if I say it. I've tried a whip once my whole entire adult life. However, tying up stuff
like I have a personalized one right here.
I got a personalized one. This would have had your name whipped right across your ass.
No, because if you get that and you like it and it's a part of our kink, no. It's almost like the paddle. I engrave names on the paddle of who has been.
Just listen at him taking it in.
Continue. you engrave names for what?
Yeah, so like if you've used it on me or I've used it on you, your name goes on that paddle because you are forever indebted because I like that shit.
It's like a dream catcher, I guess.
That's why I was some voodoo shit. Your soul is in this paddle.
It's in this paddle right here.
Woo! I mean, that's real. How do y'all feel about like wax play when it comes to pain? Have you ever
I love that.
done it?
I like wax play. Yeah, I have.
I haven't tried it.
So I've tried it, but it wasn't so much like wax play for sex. It was more like it was massage oil wax play, but it was still felt like great. So, but I've never had like just candle wax like put on my body type of situation. But that's cool. Just asking. Oh, said no wax. That's a 6. His number was a number 5. So the cutoff was at 5.
It's okay. Wait, but you have to before you say no, at least try it one time.
I'm down to try anything that does not seem like it's going to hurt once. And if I try, if it's whatever it might be, if I feel like it's degrading or it's something that I would not try with my significant other, I can't do it with my significant other. I don't know why. So certain stuff I'm just limited to, so I don't try it.
I feel you. And like, yeah, that's what I was saying. Like, I feel like there's certain things within my marriage that I wouldn't say I wouldn't try. I'm actually down to try anything that he's down to try, but there's just certain things that I just don't do that I have done in the past, but it's just, it doesn't really fit within the roles of our relationship and just how our dynamic is. So, but I feel like if Jamal were to come home and be like, look, I'm going to take this candle and I'm going to drip this shit all over your body, I'd be like, let's fucking do it. Like, so it is what it is. There's certain things I haven't done, but I'd be willing to do it. Decepticon said, definitely tried it. It is a 6. Cut that shit off right before the candle gets pulled out.
It just don't sound. I mean,
feel
it's like,
I don't know.
Okay, so that's just saying Decepticon does not have a pain tolerance. But if you're saying that's a 6,
that's what I was gonna say. I feel like there's things that are like more painful than wax. Like, I feel like, I mean, we were just talking about whips and paddles that can get to a higher level than wax would. Wax has a cutoff. It doesn't continue to burn. Once it hits your skin, it cools.
That's kind of where it's at. I don't know. I feel like that should be more of the waxing should be more of a 5 and the whips should be a little bit higher. But I'm down for a whip. I mean, I'm down for a nice just smack my hand with your ass. smack my ass.
Smack-
Smack my ass with your hand. What the
Yes,
hell did that come from?
smacks are temporary pain, but so is everything else.
But only do it on my ass. I don't want it nowhere else. Don't hit me in my face. Don't don't do nothing like that. Strictly on my ass. Let's keep it there.
I mean, because I'm literally imagining all the other places you could slap, and I'm like, I feel like anything else would be weird.
I mean, he's trying to slap my
I mean,
titties.
maybe like a thigh.
Yeah,
Hot wax
it's
feels like
being
burning
burned.
up the steak.
It is not that fucking hot. Calm your ass down.
You talking about walking across coals, like
right.
feels like
Something
a
that's
different level
burning
of
for
wax.
eternity. You talking about something that's burning for eternity versus something that's been burning for 30 seconds.
Right. All right. The next one on our list is non-monogamy, which I feel like we've talked about a lot on podcasts and just in general. It's non-monogamy as a whole is becoming more of a pop culture thing. It's something that, people are talking about more. I've heard about it even in the news recently, like how non-monogamy is becoming bigger in the DC area, et cetera, et cetera. But by definition, it means having or relating to the practice of having sexual or romantic relationships with two or more people at the same time. So, it's an umbrella term. It covers anything from having several relationships, or it could also be having threesomes, orgies, etc. So yeah, as far as non-monogamy goes, for me, I was 87% non-monogamous, which is not surprising to me at all.
We're gonna go with my low score. We're gonna start with Asia's high score.
Now go ahead.
Mine 43%.
I'm
Go ahead,
not
Amy.
embarrassed. It's
Go ahead,
100.
Asia.
It's 100%.
Of course it is. Of course it.
It's been 100% across the board so far. Don't be embarrassed, girl.
It's 100%. And it's because I think it's also because of like my age and experiences and things like that. Like I'm gonna say like this is my first relationship where I'm secure. I feel secure and I can be monogamous. Like I don't have a need to want to be like, I'm gonna go cheat.
I understand that. And we're not the same age. So I'm glad you're reaching that earlier than I have. But
I think if I was to no longer be in my marriage, I would be down for it.
Oh no, absolutely.
I agree with that too. Like honestly, meeting Jamal, I didn't believe in monogamy before I met him, which is why 87% sounds right on track. I have been in non-monogamous situations. Go wash your ass. He's full.
I'm gonna need to buy you some headphones for these types of conversations. Hello?
I have headphones, but I mean, he's 4. He doesn't know what I'm talking about. It's just you're annoying that you're right here.
This guy got here.
But anyways, so I have been in one of my past relationships in a non-monogamous relationship where we had a girlfriend. We also had regular threesomes. The issue for me when it came to that is that so I'd say we'd have threesomes like twice a month, so like every other weekend, but it became that's the only time we had sex. And I was like, that's not working for me. Like, we still need to have our own thing as a couple, and then we bring someone else in. My baby mama's parents, his dad and stepmother were swingers and had frequent swinger parties at their house, and we were staying with them for a while. So like I've kind of been around a lot of like non-monogamy scenes, and we're definitely intrigued by them, but I haven't like completely been in a polyamorous relationship, long term or anything like that. And then I feel like when I was single before I had kids, there was also just that little bit of jealousy, which they talk about all the time. Like, jealousy is normal, da 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 da. You need to work through it. But like, in the sense of, I feel like I need to be prioritized. So I don't know if that's the atmosphere or like the scene for me per se, but I'm definitely like super intrigued by it, and I've dabbled.
I think if my relationships are defined that way, I am okay with it.
Mhm.
My thing is, if we start off as non-monogamous, then I'm good with it because I don't put my feelings completely into that person. Because 9 times out of 10, I'm not living with you. I'm not doing the things that I would with a partner that I am monogamous with. But I am completely down with it if I am no longer in this relationship. Simply because marriage is hard.
That's rough.
But
That's rough. Jamal and I have been watching this show called From Couple to Throuple. If you haven't seen it, it's on Peacock.
Oh God.
Yeah, pretty interesting.
There's a show called, is it Brother Husbands or something like that?
Oh yeah. You got Sister Wives and Brother Husbands, yeah.
Yeah, I watched that, and most of that is Black women.
Yeah.
I'm like, we're more into it than anything. And I'm like, I mean, I see, like, one guy, he was like, hey, I don't really have to be the lovey-dovey in your face, up under you all the time. Get you another dude for that. And when you want sex, I'm over here, we can do it, and then go back to your room. I'm like, hey, that sounds pretty cool.
Right up that alley.
Sounds pretty cool to me.
It's cool. It's cool till it's not. Because like Brittany said, there's the jealousy factor, there's the wanting more attention than one partner thing. Like I've had it in when I started going into that poly direction, where I was the person brought into the marriage, and the wife started getting really, really, really jealous because he was spending more time with me, trying to get to know me, trying to get to know what I liked, versus he already knew what she liked. They were still sleeping in the same bed, and it wasn't nothing,
I feel that. I've also been a unicorn. Never in like a relationship. I've never been like the girlfriend to a couple, but I've been, brought into the bedroom.
I've been the fiance to a couple.
Oh wow! Ironically, the couple that I'm thinking of in particular happened to be my ex's cousin, but I did not know at the time, right? So I had done that with them, and then so at the time I was hot girl summer, right? I was on OkCupid. I was meeting all types of people, left, right, and the third.
You said right? OkCupid.
Yeah. So at that time, I had a lot of friends who were having babies, and so when they would like have their baby and like post a picture of a newborn or like a baby, in a wrapped up. I'm really acting like I don't have 4 kids, like a baby type thing. I kept those pictures, and I would like get out of dates with people by saying, or like end them early. Oh my God, my best friend just had her baby. I have to leave. And then like a few hours later, send them a picture of like someone's baby. Right. So I did that to get out of doing something with this couple, to then go down the street to meet who became my ex-boyfriend. And in conversation, I found out that that was his cousin.
Oh, wow.
Super fucking weird. But yeah.
Didn't I
Yeah.
expect that turn of events?
Turn of
Family reunion.
Right. Now, I think that I would be that jealous wife. I would not be able to bring anybody into my relationship. That is, I know for a fact, I love monogamy. To please my husband, to make sure that, you know, I am his only one, he is my only one. That type of shit excites me. I would never be able to bring anybody in.
Mm. Sorry. I agree. At this point in my marriage, I completely agree. I don't think I'd be able to bring anyone else in permanently. But I'm down for like vacation sex. Like I'm cool with a threesome. I am turned on by seeing like him with someone else. And I wouldn't say vice versa. It's not the same on the other end. However, for me, I do enjoy it. And I love titties. So like if the opportunity to bring a woman into our relationship for a night, I'm down for it. But long term, I also feel like I require far too much attention. So
Now see, that's another factor of it. He and I, we wouldn't be able to choose. I wouldn't want to bring another woman. He wouldn't want to bring another man. So therefore, it's kind of like, well, we just stuck where we are because I don't want to feel titties. I like penis. So it's like two of these things, cool. He's like, 4 titties, cool. We don't agree on it.
I feel that.
Somebody's either getting the Eiffel Tower or somebody's getting them stuff.
Penis. If Rihanna wants a triple kiss, isn't a no. It's definitely not a no. Rihanna could get whatever she wanted.
I don't know. Rihanna might be no, I'm sorry. Let me stick to the only one. If I had a chance, it would be Keke Palmer. She can't bring all that goddamn energy she has in her life, but she can get it. And I don't know if y'all have ever seen the basketball player Skylar Diggins. She could get it. That's where
I have seen her.
She is fine as fuck. And quite frankly, my husband doesn't even have to, you know, be involved. He could just watch.
True.
All right.
All right. Moving on.
All right. So next is primal prey. It kind of goes hand in hand with predator as well. So it's kind of weird doing the definition for this because it's someone who consensually enjoys expressing their like feelings and emotions without the filters. So yeah.
So Asia got that at 100%. I don't
know. We'll start with the lowest. I got it at 45.
I'm at 70.
You'll stress me out.
Come on, Asia.
Asia got 100%. Okay.
God damn.
All right.
Yeah, I did.
I'm looking at yours trying to figure out when you gonna start going low.
It doesn't for a while. It goes low at vanilla. But continue.
No, it goes low at after pet.
Okay.
By like 2%.
Do you? What are your experiences with that?
I really haven't had too much experience with this one, but it's something I have experienced, but don't really want to re-experience or bring up. Because it's kind of not safe for work.
First of all, the whole point of the show is that it's not safe for work.
When I say it's not safe for work, it's not legal.
Gotcha. All right, cool. Let's not incriminate ourselves on
Smooth
the
on.
Facebook internet.
We're not
gonna embarrass ourselves on Usher's board.
But yeah, and then the other thing that I saw, it was like people who are primal prey are really into raw, like, passion. And I feel like that's, for me, the reason why I've always been a habitual cheater was in search of that, like, that sexual energy, that raw, like, just
That
off
real
of,
shit.
yeah. But, like, that first spark of chemistry between you and someone else, like, it's unmatchable, to be honest. It's
like that
definitely
impulse.
impulsive.
It's impulsive.
It's impulsive. Yeah. Very impulsive. And it feels like it just feels like it's ingrained in you to go after that. Overall. So, yeah, I don't have other than me being a cheater and searching for that.
I think for me, it wasn't so much like that until now.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't believe in, like, love at first sight. I don't believe in none of that bullshit. But then I want that passion. I want that, like, raw emotion. I want those small little things. And I get it now. But before, don't at me.
I feel you. Keep the emotions out.
Yeah.
Just do the do.
I didn't work on emotions a lot until I became an adult, I guess. But it was fun to kind of go after what I wanted. And even more better to get it. And after that, the fun was over. Like,
right. The excitement is over.
Yeah, the excitement is over. And it didn't even have to lead to anything sexual. Yeah, it didn't even have to end to anything sexual. It was just simply the best way that I can explain it is, like, some people who are addicted to, like, tattoos, they're fine with they're like, okay, all I really need is to feel the needle touch my skin. Once that touches my skin, I don't even need the tattoo. I can just walk around with a bunch of moles because I've gotten that excitement. Yeah, freckles. I've gotten that excitement of the tattoo gun. Now I'm done. That was me. I'm like, hey, I can meet you. I know I can pull you. I'm good.
Yeah.
And I feel like that was the nigga in me.
It still is the nigga in me somewhere deep down inside.
I suppress him. I suppress that nigga. hey, no.
Is that my nigga sneaking up? No.
No.
Back in line.
It is a pleasure. No, it really is a pleasure being nominated, because when you get that chance, you might lose that chance. And once that chance is gone, then it's like, well, shit. Yeah. Did I lose the best thing or did I lose the worst thing?
I feel you. All right. So the next one, because we didn't have a lot on that.
Yeah. Is it pronounced status?
Sadist.
Status? Okay, cool. A person who gets pleasure from hurting or humiliating others. What was my percentage on this? I don't think it was that high. It was a 7%.
So mine's at 30%.
Mine was at 100.
Shades. Like,
Christian Grey.
Right back.
No. And for a while, that's what it was. Like, I wanted that. When 50 Shades, when you read a book and you're like, I want to experience that, I experienced that. I was the person causing that pain, and that pain caused me so much excitement.
I can hear it.
to see the other person.
It's there.
to see the other person in pain was like a turn on for me. But it was also
like a serial killer.
Yeah. So I'm like, I mean, like you. Whew, that's where that blood comes from. Now I'm seeing the blood. Okay.
Oh, I love you though. I don't think you'd kill anybody. It's just, that's what it's giving. It's just caused
I mean,
so much.
We're not going to count it out. We're not going to count it out.
No, because you know how you said you like choking.
Oh, choking is so fun.
Okay,
it is.
But I've had a person who loved to be choked out to the point where they've almost passed out. Like they like that shit.
Yeah.
Life insurance does not, cover that. I hope they know that. I've looked into it.
That's hilarious. Decepticon said he had to live to remember the shame.
So, but to him, it wasn't shame. It was like a badge of honor. So it's like how women like show off, like, dang, they got a bruise from this, or they tell a story. If you decide to tell your fantasy stories to your friends and shit, it's like he wore that shit like a badge of honor. He didn't care. It was almost like, damn, did she beat your ass or did she beat your ass?
I go with the first choice.
Oh, shit. Yeah, I feel like 30% is honestly even a little high. Apparently I answered something that put me on the 30%. I am not the one to give the pain. It's just not really what I do. I do from time to time enjoy choking, but that's more of like I guess that's a little bit more of like a little bit of like the power dynamic.
It's still a sadistic trait.
Right. Okay. Yeah, it's a sadistic trait. But to me, it's not so much I want to see you in pain. Like, I'm not getting off on that. It's more of the power of it than the actual pain of it, for me. But I don't think I've ever given... I don't think I've ever caused pain. Not on purpose. Because I've never really used a whip or a paddle on someone. Not seriously, not actually with strength behind it. So like maybe like a flogger for fun, but not anything hardcore than
that. Can be fun and very painful.
Yeah, I know they can. Do you know what a flogger is, Britt? Because you're real quiet.
No, not at all. I'm learning. I'm learning.
I know. I have one around here too.
I might.
Wait a minute. Is something?
It's like a whip, but it has like the strings of leather. So there's like 5 or 6 different like strips of leather.
Oh, I think I know what y'all talking about. And this child will bring out one that's probably longer than my ass.
It has names on it.
Yeah, it has names on it.
It does not.
Yeah. Yeah, okay. Now I know what y'all are talking about because I was lost as hell.
I know, because you got real quiet. I said, oh, my baby doesn't know. I could sense it.
Yeah, no nothing.
It's okay.
Hey, we teach one.
Exactly. So I guess, sadist traits, but not the pleasure I got out of it wasn't so much because of the pain. Oh yeah. And then
I think I know what got me the 70%. I mean 70, not 70, 7%.
7%. What is it?
7. I think it asked about biting or something like that. And that I was like, okay, I do that, but it's not to cause pain. It's to release my pain. So it's kind of like, instead of screaming, waking up kids or my neighbors, I do that instead. But it also satisfies me to hear the small
moans
and stuff like that.
So yeah, biting, scratching, those types of things. Like, I understand.
Those are all those are all types of sadistic traits. Not sadist behavior, but sadistic traits.
So I have sadistic traits. You have sadist behavior, bitch. Because at 100%, you've embodied it all.
You've done a lot of shit, man.
That's hilarious. All right. So the next one is slave, which is a relationship in which one individual serves another in authority. It's an exchange structured relationship, and it's considered extreme submissiveness. As far as slave goes, I don't even see it. Oh, 78%. 78% slave.
Mine's 31%.
Oh,
I got down to nobody.
My slave is 100%.
Across the board.
Okay, slave.
You gotta make it sound bougie.
If you've been keeping track, Asia has not been 100% or has not gone under 100% for anything we have talked about thus far.
Not a damn thing. She sounds fun. She says no to nothing.
Sounds like a good time.
Yeah.
I really have not, because I will try anything at least one time.
I feel that. I feel like I'm open to most things. There's certain kinks I would not be into. Like, I'm not a fan of bodily fluids.
Oh no, Cardi B.
I'm not two girls, one cup in it out here.
No,
like,
we're not.
No.
Hold on. You know,
No.
wait. I'm gonna use this as a reference because I think it's funny. We're not Vince McMahoning people out here.
Nope, uninterested in being Vince McMahon, because I'm not the person doing it, because clearly I'm submissive and 78% slave. But definitely really into being dominated. So
Cardi
said no cup shaming. Look, if you're into it, you're into it. First of all, let's get started an hour ago by saying we are not judging anyone.
Nobody.
We are just talking about our personal experiences and our personal fantasies and what I am willing and not willing to do.
And the things I'm willing to do.
Completely willing for her. And then me is just about no across the board.
Right. Mine's in the middle. Brittany's at no. Asia's at okay, we'll try
it. But I am with you, Brittany. Don't bring bodily, none that aren't a part of this to the table. You cannot spit in my mouth. You cannot spit on me. I heard barely.
She'll beat your ass.
Talking about some butt naked boxing. We gonna be in that bitch rumbling. Okay. Don't spit on me. Don't spit on me. It's just certain. I don't even like sweating is cool as long as it's
I don't even like
don't drip on me.
The moment that shit hits me, I'm like, I'm done. I don't.
If I gotta dodge your sweat,
no,
turn the fan on. You hot. Take the covers off. What is we doing? Why are you running this?
I used to only really date bigger guys because I was, or have always been bigger, overweight. So I would always date guys that were bigger than me. But after a while, I was like, nah, this ain't cute. Because like once I started losing weight, I started dating people smaller because I don't like sweating myself.
Okay,
walking
so
down the street.
I have a limit. I have a limit to the bodily fluid. And my limit is shitting.
Okay, that's where you cut it off.
So you'll
Cut
do
it
a
off.
golden shower. So you'll do a golden
So
shower.
what's above?
Yeah.
Is there anything above shitting? Like other things that are cut off?
No.
Okay, so like what about like throwing up? Vomiting. You're cool with that? Okay.
100% it is. Hey, I'm not judging you. I'm just understanding you.
I've had the only reason why I am okay with it is because it's already happened. So I've had the throwing up, I've had the pee, I've had the sweat, I've done it.
That's real. Was it intentional vomiting?
Was it intentional pissing?
Of course it was intentional pissing, bitch.
I don't know. I don't even know how we got here. I don't even know how I'm in the bedroom and all of a sudden you're going to the bathroom. I don't know how we got here. I need this picture painted for me to understand. Yeah.
Well, I mean, first of all, not all of that happens in the bedroom always, you know? Sometimes it's a bathroom scene.
So, not one baby pepper. No. Detective Carl said, honestly, one baby pepper change taught me.
And honestly, that's the only thing I've only ever been pissed on by my kids. I'm not gonna hold you. It has I have boys, so that shit flies.
Yeah, because I'm just trying to figure out where that. I mean, again, not judging, just trying to understand.
It's for the job I was doing at the time, it was a kink that the person had liked. So I was go ahead.
So it was you.
Which part was the kink?
So
which one?
So were you the one who done it?
So I was the one who done it, and I've had it done to me.
Gotcha.
Brittany's like, please.
I mean, here's the thing. I feel like if my man, not specifically Jamal, but if the man the person, I'm not even going to say man, the person I'm having sex with wants me to piss on them, I would. I can't say I necessarily want it back, but I do that for you.
Okay, so this is a good question. This is a good question then, because for the job I was doing, I paid a lot of money for. What is your price limit for you to do it and for them to do it to you? What is your limit? What is your price point?
Well, my price point for me to do it's probably lower than for them to do it to me.
No, like you have to. No. You're doing. It's not so much the same time. It's the person. You know, you're doing it to them and they're doing it to you, one after the other.
Gotcha. I don't even know where to price that at because I've never had to price my sexual services, so I don't even know where to start.
I feel a new car. I'm sorry.
The new car is the price point.
You need a couple at that point. It's a couple new cars, maybe a house somewhere in the 5-6 figures, and there are people that will pay for that.
Now, see, you know how I said it earlier. There's certain things that I wouldn't want to do with my spouse. If I ever got to this point and would try this, not getting it done to me, but me doing that to someone else, it wouldn't be with my significant other. It will be a one-time thing where I'm like, okay, this person, try it, get it over with, get my cars and go about my business. That would be how I would treat that.
So what is your
Yeah, and how much they drink? Because man, if they peeing a damn gallon on me,
well, at that point, don't put at that point, don't put no alcohol in their system, because they be asking to do it multiple times, because once you break that seal, it's
but alcohol stink, make your urine stink. Like I can't do smells. And piss already stink by itself, and add alcohol on top of that. Nah, I'm good. I don't think there's a price for it to be done to me. I do not think there's a price. I don't know what goes in your body. I don't know what it's gonna smell like. I know what goes in my body. I know what's gonna smell like.
Decepticon said movie cup 32-ounce level. I don't know.
Yeah, no, we have to monitor your liquids going into this. Like,
and really, you getting a little cup like that?
Drinking water.
Cup.
He said he got dreads too.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like my price would have to be. I mean, like y'all said, I would probably say a house. I need to be
couple cars and a house.
What size house?
Shit, at least a double, 2-store, 5 bedrooms. That's the starting point.
5 bedrooms. Yeah, I mean, the 5 bedrooms sound nice to me. I'm not gonna hold you. The price point of a 5 bedroom here versus there is 2 different things, though.
If it's Kiki, then she can afford my 5 bedroom, so she gonna have to give me the 5 bedroom and a couple cars. She can afford it.
Brittany, not Britt.
Uh-huh.
You already at the 5 bedroom with your kids in itself. So I'm gonna need you to have more bedroom, because I need a room for myself, because when I'm there.
So Brittany ain't getting no cars. She just getting a house.
All right,
because at that point, I'd put it in my part. I'd put in for her to have a car and the kids to have some type of college fund. Just because when I visit, I pretty much live there and I watch their kids.
400 for 5 minutes.
My kids have a college fund, you know, but
400 for 5 minutes. 400 for 5 minutes, exactly.
But who pees for you pee for 5 minutes is a long time. You're not even getting the whole $400.
I wasn't gonna say anything because I'm still trying to calculate how the hell long. Like, are you just letting it drip like a faucet?
I wouldn't want to.
If you're drinking as you're going, it's coming out as you're going. It's coming. If you're drinking,
there's just so much into this that I'm just like, you know what? I'm good. I'm good.
Yeah. So no, that's the minimum. So you still get the $400 regardless. But if they go over 5 minutes, it's still an extra $400.
Oh, so
I think I need more than $400 first of all, I need $400 a minute. At least 5 minutes.
$400 every 30 seconds.
So is that for?
At this point, you might as well fill the bathtub and we're just bathing. Like I don't understand how much pee is in you.
Why I'm bathing in this piss? Like, why is your body full of this piss?
Are we moving on to the next part of this? Like, what happened? So, Decepticon said I peed for 2 minutes straight once. 2 minutes is less than 5. I don't.
But my question is, was you drunk? Because if you were drunk, you might have thought you peed for 2 minutes. Because drunk time and real time is not the same.
So Dad said, and when usually you have a session like this, it takes a little bit of prep work so that they don't just start urinating. It takes them It takes them at least 1 or 2 minutes to just do that. All right, and I'm getting money for those 1 or 2 minutes of your prep time.
Getting
I
money
don't
the
know.
whole time from the time you step in and say this is
Please.
what you want. I'm getting money.
Okay, so and I'm gonna so the most that so the first time I did it, I charged a little over $6,000
Okay.
because
For the
it was because
whole experience.
no.
For how long?
Okay.
Asia getting peed on. We're talking about Asia getting peed on.
So that was
She's the only one that's like really into this.
so it was I was new, so usually when you're new, you have you have like this new I guess I don't know how to put it. And you have like this newness about you that they know that you're new, they've never seen you, things like that. And so if they want to try something that I've never tried,
New cars. No.
I got so the all in all the most so what I got paid for that entire session was about like all of it was about $40,000.
Okay, but the $6,000 was for what? Specifically, the peeing on?
Yeah.
Or was it for a time period of peeing on? Was there like a set amount?
So it was for each time. It was for each time he said he wanted to.
Did he actually do it?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, you said each time you said he wanted to, like each time he did it.
So I think it was
$6,000 per time. The Decepticon said, damn, wrong occupation.
Wait a minute, who paid $6 don't want to sports?
Clearly this nigga.
So, but was that all you did with them in that session? So it happens.
No.
Okay, I was gonna say $40,000
no,
divided.
That was the beginning, and throughout he wanted to
keep doing it.
Yeah,
so added.
that total at the end added up to almost about $40,000.
Okay, I mean that's a nice little payday. How long was the session from beginning to end? Like how long did you make $40,000 an hour, or $40,000 for 2 hours, or
I think it was
$40,000 a night?
No, it was $40,000 for an hour and a half.
That's not bad. It's a nice little payday. Man, now that Jamal walked out the room, you can piss on me for $40,000.
Bitch, for $40,000, you can do a lot of things.
Yeah, no, $40,000 for the liquor gold.
Cause I can go give me a nice ass Honda with that.
So no, the thing
I'm
is,
calculating some stuff over here.
And it's funny because in that line of work, I built up a clientele. And then that they put me on to people that they liked, or that they were friends with that like that type of stuff. So imagine you see 2 clients in a day. At the end of that, you could be making anywhere between $150,000 to $2.
Ain't nobody.
Curtis said, listen, the going rate for pussy is $40. So $40,000 is doing great numbers. But we're beyond just getting pussy. At this point, we're exploring kinks.
Yeah.
Everything is going right now. So 40 bands, man, I don't know now. That made me rethink a lot of stuff. I mean, shit. And all of this is a little liquid.
You know what's so funny?
That all it is a little liquid.
This whole conversation started from talking about slaves. We went from slave to we might be rethinking our future occupations. Now, is there an age limit for getting into that?
I'm gonna tell you now. It's a hard occupation to get out of once you start.
Well, shit.
I would imagine. I would imagine so. If I'm making 40 stacks an hour.
Hell, I ain't never talking about.
You can throw cowpokes at me for 50K.
That's hilarious. No. Don't call us the Golden Girls.
Hey, before I leave that occupation, my ass will be a Golden Girl. Hell. I will walk up out of that bitch like
fucking 14-karat statue at this point.
That would be my goddamn kink. I would come out looking like the Black Rose Nyland. Keep playing with me.
I'm fucking dead.
Next.
The next one's on you, mama. We're on Switch.
So the next one is Switch. So it's a person that can switch between Dom and Sub, depending on the role or the person that they are playing with.
So surprisingly, my Switch is at 93%. I say surprisingly because my Dom is not anywhere near that. So.
Oh, I'm above half. I'm 57 on this one.
Okay. And Asia's at?
I'm still at 100%.
100%. Man. Yeah, I don't think we probably won't talk much about this, but like I said, in my previous relationships, because I have been with women and been with men, I tend to be more dominant with women than I am with men. Sorry. But overall, I mean, I don't mind getting what I want. Like, I'll go after what I want. So I can see where Switch plays in. But I prefer being submissive. I prefer being told what to do. I prefer being like, take them fucking clothes off and get ready to take this dick. Yeah, like, I want all that. I want all that smoke. But I'll take control when I need to. And like right now, specifically where I am in my life, hormonally, I just haven't been really into sex at all. It's a pretty shitty part of this pregnancy. So I've had to be the dominant one. I'm the one who kind of dictates when we're going to have sex, because otherwise I'm not into it. And it's not as fun when you're not into it, like for either party. So yeah.
I depended, like I said, there's only 2 people that have appealed to that submissive side, like that bratty sub side of me, and who can talk and who can actually speak to it and can be like, calm your ass down, like
bend that ass over.
This is not your show. You're not running this show.
Yeah. Two people have been able to be completely dominant over you.
Well, one of them knows how to talk to me. How I like to be talked to. Hands on your knees, please.
I mean, if he walk in here and say, hey, camera off, hands on your knees, I'm good for that. I like to be dominated. However, depending on which twin is present at the time, then I will be the dominant one.
Yeah.
But for the most part, I submit faster than anything.
I feel that.
Yeah, no.
All right, let's move on to the next one.
Is it pronounced voyeur?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. A person who gains sexual pleasure from watching others when they are naked or engaging in sexual activity.
So where are you at on this, Brett?
Let's see. Because I feel like it lied.
I feel like it lied. That means you lied, bitch.
Right.
Actually, it sounds about right. It's actually 76%.
Okay. So voyeurism, being a voyeur was my highest at 98. I have no hundreds, unlike Asia. But
I don't either.
Being a voyeur was my highest at 98.
Well, mine was 100.
100%.
100.
Mine was 100%. Okay.
Yeah, like Curtis said, I'm a watcher. I enjoy being watched. Like
I love rewatching myself.
My last experience of being in a room full of people while having sex was top tier as far as like excitement goes for me. I had a whole pit crew, so there were like people like helping out while I was riding. It was a great experience.
I feel like my life is shit. Like I haven't experienced shit in my 33 years.
However, yeah, and then I enjoy watching people. And like I said earlier, I also have had the experience of watching my partner with other people, and I also greatly enjoy that too. So it makes sense. I really don't even know where the lack of 2% came from because I'm all for all that.
No, it's the pit crew for me. Checking the ones that rotate the tires.
Good. The pity sucks. Like it was great.
Damn. I'm good for either watching, hearing, or someone watching me. More so, the watching has to be. I don't know that you're watching, and then in the middle of it, I'm like, "Oh, that person's watching." Nah, I cranked up. Now I put on the show.
Now I'm gonna give you a show.
Yeah, what you looking
for? Which angle you trying to see?
You want to see my good side, or you want to see my good side?
You only get my good side.
That's hilarious. Asia?
I enjoy it all. I can hear it, see it, watch it, participate in it, all of the above.
Smell it, be in the vicinity.
If I can be right there on the bed watching, don't even gotta participate, just watching on your ass, I will watch it. I will see it, enjoy it. So I will get off of that. That shit makes me happy.
Decepticon said exhibitionism, like public stuff, is good, but not side by side. I'm cool with side by side. Curtis said she'd be like, see my pussy pink and my booty hole brown. Like you see it all. Exhibitionism as well, which kind of falls under voyeur, but is also its own separate category, which is actually the next one. So we can just jump into that. But the definition of that is getting sexual gratification from showing one's genitals or private areas to others. People who participate in exhibitionism enjoy being seen or fantasize about being seen by others in a sexual manner. And you might have urges to be seen nude or perform or be seen performing a particular sexual act. Decepticon said college dorm life made me a very private person. That's funny because at one point in time when I was in college, I was trying to gather my friends together for dick sucking lessons. So,
No, facts.
like, sis, let me show you what you should be doing.
Not look at me, daddy.
But yeah, so exhibitionism. There's the well, actually, it's kind of all illegal, right? I was gonna say there's the illegal part where you're like flashing people in your trench coat, but it's all illegal. Public sex is not legal.
It's not It's not that it's not legal. It's just not tolerated because some can't get it.
No, baby, it's not legal. As in, if you get caught by the cops, you gonna get
a ticket. The most they're gonna give me is a ticket for public indecency.
Yeah, making it not legal.
That don't not make it not legal. A ticket is a ticket.
But you don't get a ticket for doing legal shit.
That's not necessarily true either. Drinking is legal, and I can get fucked up and get a ticket for that.
Right, because you took it above the legal. Okay, anyway, we're not debating on the legalities here. But public sex is also something I'm definitely into. And if you near a school, they can charge you as a sex offender.
Yeah,
also true.
That's how Nicki Minaj's husband got caught.
But yeah, public sex is that's a turn on for me too.
So Decepticons, we don't have that in Virginia. You can openly drink in public with a closed top. It has to be a closed top in order for you to be out in public drinking.
Gotcha. Like on the beach.
Yeah.
Have you guys had any exhibitionist experiences? Brittany? I already know Asia's answer.
Well, 100%. No.
Is it just me or is your audio messed up?
Yeah, your audio's messing up, Brody.
I don't know.
It's okay. Asia, you take the story while she fixes her audio.
Yeah, I mean, I've done the bar stuff, the open door. Like, come on in if you wanna watch it. Be my guest. Feel
right.
free.
Yeah, I've done the sex at the bar, sex in public bathrooms. I have given head on the metro. Yeah, a number of things. Let me re-add Brett.
Brittany! Wait!
I don't know what it is.
There you go. You're good.
Huh?
You're good.
Okay, cool. All right.
So your experiences with exhibitionism.
I've had public.
You've had public.
I've had public.
The thrill of getting caught is like a thing.
Yeah. Like, mine was more so in a car. I did not know that I was caught by one of my friends until later on in life. But they did tell me that and I was like, hey, and they started describing what was left that I had on. And I'm like, okay.
Decepticon said every elevator. No elevator is safe.
No elevator.
Elevators are fun because you never know who gonna hit the button.
That's funny. I've actually never had sex in an elevator. I'm claustrophobic, so my mind is let's get the fuck off this bitch, and not so much what can we do while we're on it. Personally, but yeah. All right, moving on.
Experimentalist. It's just a person who loves to try new things in the bedroom. Who's willing to try new things in the bedroom.
Yeah. So I'm at 85% experimentalist, and I feel like the conversation we've been having for the last 90 minutes is the reason why it's 85%. There's certain things I'm not willing to do, and without the price point of $40,000.
Give me that 40 and I'll do anything.
But if we're just talking about regular consensual sex that does not involve any type of money, there's certain
limits to this.
There's certain things that I'm not willing to do. But other than that, I'm definitely willing to try a lot of Decepticon said I'm willing till I see a Bed Bath & Beyond candle.
I mean, them things big. You talking about the 3 week, 2 week of the boy.
That big joint.
This is my second highest one at 86. Again, I'm willing to try most things.
As at 100.
Surprise. Ooh, I'm so surprised.
Surprise.
Oh my God.
Across the board.
Oh my God.
But yeah, I feel like this doesn't take too much more explanation. We've been talking about everything we're willing to try. So this is how willing to try we are. 85, 80, what was yours, Brett? 86?
87.
87, 100%. We willing.
Like, at least one. If you break 1 gram, we might try the second time.
Next one's on you, Mama.
Oh, me or Asian? Oh, me. Pet. Role play, treated as an animal. I think that one, yeah, I got that at 10%. I ain't barking for you. I'm not meowing. I'm not getting in no cage. I'm not oinking. I am not wearing anything around my neck that resembles a fucking collar. I am not your damn thing. I might walk a man or two down the road. Yes, I show off and out. Not even gonna hold you.
That's at 10%.
But that's that dominance. Like I'm dominating to me. Yeah, I'm good with that.
That's hilarious. Yeah, my pet is at 32%. So one of my lowest, and my lowest 5. And like for me, ditto, right? Because like I said, I'm claustrophobic. I'm not getting in a cage. I will do a collar and a leash. I would. I don't see myself completely like role playing as an animal as a whole to me just isn't my forte. Now, if the person I'm with is into that, maybe. But I'd rather do more like age play things and other role play type things than like an animal, personally.
Mine's at 100.
Surprise.
This is the last one that's at 100. Like again, okay. I like that shit. So you can give me a collar, you can give me a leash, you can give me whatever the hell you want. You can put me in a cage. I think that shit is sexy.
You would like eat out of a bowl on the floor. You're over 6 feet tall. How the fuck do you fit in a cage? What cage are you in, ho?
Great day.
There's cages for big dogs.
My husky had a cage that's almost big as this chair I'm in.
A big ass cage, like.
I mean, that shit.
I support that message. More power to you. Mine's on the lower side. I'm just I'd be a bitch, but I'm not a dog.
I'll be an ass. I'll be an ass, but not a dog.
Curtis had a big cage for one of his subs at some point. It was made for Great Danes. I mean, so that has a little more space to it. That seems a little more comfy. I just, like I said, I'm like extremely claustrophobic. So the idea of being in a cage.
Oh yeah, that was something I had to get over.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
I don't think I'm facing fears for sexual experiences. Maybe, but overall, I'm gonna stick to where my comfort level is, which is not high. It's not high.
I can do that. I can dress like Viola Davis. However, I'm not getting enough pay that was meant for a Great Dane. I'm not doing that. You can't even force me. It's just there's levels in it.
That's hilarious. Well, speaking of age play and other forms of role play, the next one is an age player, which involves engaging in role play and or power exchange where one or both participants play as an age different than their biological one. Yeah. I will say, like, of like the genres of porn I tend to watch, I feel like I'm being
the old young.
Yeah, I watch old young. I watch like daughter swap shit. So yeah, I feel like, first of all, let me take
your percentage?
Jamal hates that I am such an open person, but I am also, well, with my last child, I was into like breastfeeding play just a little bit, not like a lot. That wasn't all of our sex, but I was into that. Yeah.
What was your percentage, Brittany?
My percentage of age play was at 81%.
Is age play about another name? It's on these signature on
It's on there.
Yeah. No, it's on there. You are
Oh, there it is. I am 0%. I am 0. That's why I couldn't find it.
I am 0.
0%.
She said, I am 33 and I'm going to be treated like I am 33.
I don't want, only if you're doing 40K will I be, Betty White. However, anything under the age of 33, I got questions for you. I don't want to be treated nothing but what I am. Okay.
I feel like Asia's worn a diaper.
I feel like she's at least 90.
Don't out me like that.
I don't even know. I just feel like
I didn't look. I'm just saying. I feel like that's where you're at.
I got a damn 98.
Oh, it's the first thing under 100.
Oh man, that broke your
thing under 100. We have been on air for an hour and 43 minutes, and this is the first thing under 100 Asia has had.
And it's okay. So the reason it's a 98 is because I have my days. I have my days where I want to be treated like a kid. Mm-hmm. But then I have my days where I'm like, bitch, I'm 27. Don't at me.
So have you worn a diaper before?
Yes.
Okay.
Thought so. With a Dora the Explorer backpack, it just
sucking on your thumb, amongst other things.
So I guess that's where everybody gets, I guess, mixed up with that because, so age play and mommy daddy kind of go hand in hand.
Yeah.
Because they don't necessarily fetishize young girls. They want their partner to call them daddy, and for them to, for them to be able to take care of you even in the situations like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel that. Like, I'm not judging. Age play was kind of high for me. I've never age play as an infant or in anything of that sort.
It's fine. It's not as bad as everybody thinks it is.
I mean, I didn't say it was bad.
It was the I just.
Look, we're teaching Brittany. We're in her zeros now, so this is super
We're
teaching.
in her zeros.
Yeah, like, I'm out of the game now, I think.
All right.
Say Dora.
It says soy Dora and then I am Dora.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
I just
Memories.
Go ahead, Asia. You can kick off the next one.
So the next one is a rope bunny. So it's just someone who likes to be tied up, loves to play with rope, all like this shit. So mine's was a 98. I like to be tied up. It's fun not being able to, I guess, having my partner control my movements. And just, I guess, that's my submissive side. My submissive side loves to be tied up.
Yeah, I got 91%. Money, and I agree. I like the what's the word I'm looking for? Just the vulnerability of being tied up. In any way, shape, or form, like whether it's like handcuffs or ropes or whatever the case may be. I like the idea of not being able to touch. Or honestly, like there are times where he'll even be like, keep your hands on the pillow, do not move them. Like any type of like restriction or order to be restricted. I like that shit.
So it's submissive, right? Because I was looking at my
Oh, you're fine, dear. Where are you at as a rope bunny?
Oh, rope bunny?
Mm-hmm.
That's one guy. It's on down here. Oh,
No, you
55.
Yes. Now, explain that to me. I have no clue what I'm doing.
You like being tied up.
It's just you being tied up or having that vulnerability of someone else having control of your body.
Yeah.
I don't think I want to be tied up. I'm okay.
Ma'am, that's not true. According to this,
enjoy that.
According to your halfway you're more than halfway percentage.
Maybe I'm not understanding where I am in my own life.
She only likes the restriction of one arm.
I think so. So, Brittany, I think it's something you want to try that when you saw the question, you found interesting of something you would like to try.
Maybe, I could see myself maybe, but I don't have much control. So I'm kind of like the one arm person too. Only restrict one of my arms. Don't restrict both of them. And if you restrict one of my arms, only do one of my legs. I've seen too many movies.
I've seen what is it? What's that show called? Sex Sent Me to the ER.
Yeah, I've seen that show. I've seen different movies and TV shows where they're just stuck, and I'm like, hey, that sounds like it's fun, but it don't look like it. It can go bad.
Blindfold me, throw a gag in it, for real. I would do it all. I think that shit is sexy. Like my body is your playground. Go for it.
Absolutely.
Yeah. All right, Brittany. Next one's on my
Okay,
list.
so degrader, someone who gets pleasure when disrespecting the person. Trying here. Oh, I'm at 0%.
So degrader is also my absolute lowest one at 12%. I don't have anything at 0, but at 12%, degrader is my lowest. Much like the like
Degrading.
masochist one. I'm more of a degradee than a degrader. It's just not my role in the bedroom. But Asia.
So mine was a 97.
What? Not 100?
Oh my God.
No, okay. And so there's so it just depends, right? On the day, the person, if I actually want to be touched by, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'd rather not be the degrader. I'd rather be the degradee. But whatever pays the bills, I guess.
You talk about paying the bills. We're talking about just regular kink that does not pay the
We
bills.
just talk about everyday kinks over here, Asia.
Yeah, me too. Yeah,
I mean, she say you gotta pay for this. This pussy don't come for free.
This should have been your name. That's hilarious. Yeah, it's just not my forte. And unless you want to share a personal experience, we can move on to the next one.
Absolutely not.
All right. So the next one is rigor, which goes hand in hand with being a rope bunny. The rigor is the practice that involves the use of ropes in bondage techniques. So like the rigor is considered a rope top. They're the ones that do the tying up, and not so much the one that is tied up. That's the rope bunny. For me, for whatever reason, at 74%, which is kind of high. But I mean, I also do get in, and you know what? Let me take that back. It's not that high. I do get enjoyment out of like, specifically not so much rope, but like handcuffs and doing the same thing where I have control of your body and I, blindfold you and touch you in different places, lick you here, there, or third, and find what is pleasurable for you. So, what did you guys get for rigor?
4%.
Rigor? Hard R.
Yeah, rigor. 4%.
4% rigor.
All right, I got 90 more. I got 90% more than Brittany. I got 94.
Look, at least you're out of your hundreds. I don't know if we're completely done, but you out of your hundreds.
We're done with her hundreds.
No, I'm out of we're done with the hundreds.
Okay. You got 94% rigor
Mm-hmm.
for the same reason of everything else
I
where
like yeah. Mm-hmm.
Understandable. This one we've been talking so much about. Abe, if you want to kick it off, I'm going to run away from it, but go for it.
For 40 grand. How long do you think she's gonna be?
It's gonna be less than 5 minutes, bitch. Go ahead and talk about the next one.
So a sub really just it's ready to conform to the authority. So basically conform to the dom.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a switch. So, but again, there's certain people that can put me in that submissive place. There's a handful of people that can put me in that submissive place.
Mm-hmm.
And I enjoy it, but like it's not my favorite. But the
apparently.
but wait, no, but what like the bratty sub in me,
Mm-hmm.
the bratty sub in me, if you can control both of those at once, that's high.
So what did you get in submissiveness, Brett?
It was my highest for 94.
We know.
Yeah, that was my highest submissive. I be submissive 100, 300 and at least 63 days out of the year. That is me. I'm going to be submissive at high school. Shit, tell me what to do.
Not facts. I'm at the same. I'm at 94% submissive.
I think we all went across the board with 94.
Yeah. 94% submissive as well. I think the other 6% probably is like the brat side, but other than that, like I wouldn't
have been surprised. I wouldn't have been surprised if my submissive was like 50%. Just because of depending on the person, you get half and half.
Yeah.
Okay.
I can see that. I mean, you have a very dominant personality, so
yeah,
it makes sense. I am very much so a yes, daddy. Like, I want to be a good little slut for you. Like, I want to be a good girl. Like, I will do what it takes to be all of that.
I will ask, how can I please you tonight? That's my thing. How can I please? And that is telling me what you want, and I will give it 100%.
Yeah. I mean, like, the conversations during sex it's one of those things where it's like after it's done. I mean, to be honest with you, my relationship started during sex with Jamal. Like, in the act of, he's like, I think I want this shit forever. And I was like, I love you. 4 days after meeting him, right? Like,
there you go.
And then we were together ever since. It's been happily ever after ever since. Yeah, all I can say is that I enjoy following directions. I enjoy being told what to do, and I enjoy doing them, and I enjoy the pleasure that it brings my man or the dominant person in that situation, because I'm listening and you enjoy that.
And
I don't do that.
Whatever it is, I'm gonna do it. That's me. When they said 94, I was like, I wonder where the rest of that went to.
I wonder where that other 6% fell.
That other 6%, the other 6% is that other twin that's like, do I really want to test his limits?
Hey, but I feel like when I test it and I am forced to.
I make a mean ass espresso, by the way.
Don't at me. If it come with the punishment of me saying no, I'm not gonna make you one.
I just feel like
she wants to be punished.
Once I say no, then I am forced to do it. That just makes my whole body feels. I'm like, hey, okay, here we go.
I guess I'm doing this shit. I like it. That's hilarious. All right, so the next one is on Brittany.
It's on me?
Yeah.
Master/mistress, the dominant sexual partner. And that's a 0% point.
Master and mistress is being the dom.
Yeah, 0%.
Mine is at 38, so pretty low.
Mine's is at a 92.
Yeah, I figured it was
That's
a
low
90.
for you, girl.
No, that is low. But again, I don't want to be dominant if I don't have to be.
Yeah.
I feel that.
I don't see myself taking on the role of someone's like mistress. Like, I mean, once again, though, I feel like the only time I could see that happening is in a paid situation, right? Like, if I'm dressed up in all leather with a whip and you want me to be your mistress, like, I would do that for money. But as far as like regular sexual, that's just not what gets me off.
Yeah.
Personally.
It's what gets me off. I like
I
that
just
shit.
I can't be dominant. I just feel like some girl era.
Not assemble the IKEA bookshelf.
Curtis said Black women have to be strong in real life all the time. Most want to be vulnerable with someone who knows how to safely take control. And that is 200% real.
That's
yeah, like I feel like that's how I feel too. Like I want to be able to be vulnerable and know that at the end of the day, like regardless of the conversation, the pain, the this, the that, like you still have my best interest at heart and I trust that, and so I'm leaning into that. Whatever happens, happens.
I feel like mine is I take care of everybody who I take. I take care of my kids, I take care of my husband, I take care of other family members, things like that. So the only place that I really ask, or the only places that I ask to take care of is somewhat financial and sexual. That's it. And in both, I just
I'm hang these Venetian blinds, Jingles belt buckle. Yeah, I just master and mistress is not up my alley, but right along with that.
So before you move on, sorry. Okay, so Curtis said most women want to be vulnerable. Being vulnerable is harder than anyone, like I guess in the way he's putting it, because I don't want to be vulnerable. It's taken me a lot to get where I am. Yeah, I am strong, but being vulnerable, it's not what I want. So I always stay on guard. But I know, I guess maybe in the situation and the people I put myself around, I can be vulnerable. I don't like it, but I can be.
I feel you. All right, so the next one goes kind of hand in hand with master and mistress and also with being dom, which is coming up, but it's an owner. So that's a person who owns a human being, usually used in pet play. So
pet play or slave.
Or slave. So for me, owner was my second to lowest at 14%, just above a degrader. I'm just not into pet play for real. So
yeah, just like my pet, it's a 0%. I am not owned by nobody.
Yes, you are. You are owned by Richard Mack. Little do you know.
No, I'm not. I am married to his ass. I am not owned by him. Let me say that very softly.
I just want to see how riled up she get.
Let me own my voice. I am not owned by him.
I really just wanted to see how riled up you'd get. She about her seat. No, I'm not. No, I'm not.
Okay. I am a prize. I am a pleasure to have. You do not own me.
Pets are also a pleasure to have.
Yeah, period. Okay.
I said pets are also a pleasure to have.
Hell no.
They also need to be taken care of, much like you do.
Okay, so my owner was at an 87.
Oh, we're below 90.
That's low.
So you get off more on barking than being barked at.
Yup, sure do. Sure do.
Being in that cage makes you feel so much better than somebody saying I own you.
I'd rather be in a cage eating out of a bowl than telling you to go do.
Okay.
And on that note,
We can go on.
we can move on.
So the next one is boy/girl. So it goes hand in hand with owner, so it's making them seem like they are younger. It's almost the same as a little.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's almost like a little.
Mm. So what was your boy/girl at?
My boy/girl was at a 77.
Okay. Pretty low for you.
So I don't necessarily like when people look at me in a younger state than I am. I don't necessarily like it, but it just depends on the person and the role play that we are doing.
Yeah. I feel that.
Yeah.
But it's not necessarily what I prefer.
Mine's at an 85%.
Oh shit.
I know.
Wait a minute. Wait. I gotta hear this one.
I mean, my age group was also like equally as high. I was at 81. I feel like it's very.
See, I can see your age play, but like, I didn't know you were like that.
I'm intrigued.
So I would say it's probably more like fantasy than it is reality. But like I'm super turned on by being called a good girl. And things like that. But I don't so much act like a kid. Like I've never been in a situation where I've had to, or I've not had to, but that was the role play. I say overall, I'm a grown ass woman and I like to be treated as such. However, the moment daddy says, be a good girl, or that's my girl, or that's my good girl. Yeah, all of that shit hits. It hits, turns me on, it gets the party going. Okay.
Yeah. Brittany, yours was at what?
Mine is at 0%. But it actually plays perfectly because when I'm out and about, even with my kids, people might mistake me as a child, and I hate it. I have been carded so much at the simple age, big ass age of 33. I don't like it at all. I don't like for anyone to pick me up because I feel like a child. Even today, I'm getting out my truck and this guy's like, that's the funniest shit I've ever seen. And I'm like, wait, he's like, how tall are you? And I'm like, 5'1". He's like, that's the funniest shit I've ever seen. See, you get out that truck. But it's like the way he's talking to me is like a child. I'm like, yeah, I definitely do not like it in the bedroom.
I love head pats. Don't at me. Shit. I love me a good head pat and you're a good girl.
But it's also a pet thing with you
6
too.
You're hired to actually pat her head.
It's like a pet thing for you too, man.
That's true. That's hilarious. All right. So we are almost through all of the different kink categories of the BDSM test. As we said before, if you guys want to do this yourselves, feel free to hop on bdsmtest.org. That's what we use. That's what we're going by. Britt, if you want to take the next.
The next one is dominant, kind of falls in with the whole master and mistress type thing. It's showing your authority, either physically or however with your partner.
Where are you at with that, Mama?
Shit. That one, oh, I'm at 20%.
You're at what?
23.
23. I'm at 64, which I still think is higher than my reality, but not my past. So I guess overall it makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a 74.
That's actually
surprising.
Higher.
Yeah.
So I'm in a space now where I don't see the need to be unless I am not with him.
Yeah.
I don't need to be. I don't really want to be. But outside.
I will also say I've never been with a completely submissive man either. So I've never been in the position, not with men, to actually be the dominant person. I honestly, I don't even think a submissive man would do it for me. I'm not gonna hold you. You have to have a certain amount of bass in your voice and a certain amount of authority to just your being for me to even be attracted to you. So I remember once had met this guy online. We were talking online, great vibes, everything was cool. We met up, and the moment he spoke to me, I have a lower voice for a woman, and his voice sounded like mine, which is on the higher end for men. And I was like, I can't do this. If we're arguing, fuck you too. I can't. Immediately my vagina dries up thinking about that. Submissive men aren't it for me. However, a submissive woman I would dominate in a heartbeat. So
I could see that. But yeah, I could dominate man all day, every day. If I can walk over, there's nothing for me to conquer. If I have a dominant man saying the word that I hate, and I finally get him to say yes to what I'm trying to do, I feel like I've accomplished something.
I feel that. Asia, any commentary?
Oh, sorry, I disassociated. Oh.
We can move on. I mean, you already said you're not in the place.
Yeah, no, I'm good. No, I'm good. Sorry. No, I'm good.
Okay, so the next one is Brat Tamer, which a Brat Tamer is a dominant person who disciplines a naughty or disobedient submissive partner. So really the same as but specific dealing with brat behavior. For me, 46% Brat Tamer. I actually don't have a lot of experience with that. However, I feel like so I don't like the word no. As a brat, I react to that, but I feel like if you give me the word no, I also would, in the position of being dominant.
So it's your I think where yours comes from, Brittany, is when you're with a girl and you like to be you're dominant, so they have their bratty side and you're the one to put them in their place.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. but it's not high because I don't have a lot of experience in dealing with brats in general.
Yeah, gotcha. I mean, your kids, but
my kids, but that's not what we're talking about. We're talking about people going in me, not people coming out of me.
That's right.
It all happened the same way.
Well, we got one coming out of
Yep.
I'm, of course, at this one took 0%. I am not trying to tame anybody. I like to be tamed. However, I'm gonna put up a fight. I am going to fight it. But I ain't taming shit. Tame me, and it's a big turn on.
I feel that.
Mine's is a 71.
Okay, so we almost at the bottom of your
Asia's list.
So mine's comes from like Brittany. When if I'm with a female, I'm going to put you in your place.
Mm-hmm.
You're not going to dominate me. You're not going to talk to me any kind of way. I'm going to put you in your place.
No, I feel that. Yeah. All right. Next one.
So it's the other primal, but predator. So you like to go on a hunt. So you're hunting for your prey. I got this is on the lower end of mine. I got a 68. I'm not really a hunter. I like to be hunted.
Mm-hmm.
I like a good chase. But if I like you, I'm gonna go after you. It's just not gonna be as aggressively as you would probably go after me.
That's rough. I'm a Gemini, so I'm a natural flirt, but I'm not hunting either.
Yeah.
Mine is at 17%, so one of my lowest. In my bottom three, same thing. As a pretty girl, I would feel the need to go hunting. You know, the penis has always been in abundance. It's never been hard. But I will say I also am the one that bagged my husband. So, sometimes that aggressiveness comes out. However, overall, I'm not doing the hunting. That is just period. Like this is typical for most men.
Yeah. Mine is another 0. I'm not hunting. I feel like you. It's enough out there where it comes. It's like when I'm not looking, I worry about it. It comes around. I'm fine with it, but I'm not going out there.
In my single days, I kept a roster. It was not hard.
No fact.
All of them were begging to be on the roster. It wasn't like I'm sitting there like, hey, would you like to sign up for my little league team?
And you didn't. And you had a nickname too. You didn't even get a government name in my phone until you earned your name in my phone.
No, right? No fact.
When emoji became popular, that was your emoji. Before then, I would just whatever shirt or pants or something whatever it was that I was attracted to when you came to me, that's what your name was. Because I'm not good with names. And when you call me, I will still act like I know your name, but I don't know it.
Or something different that you did. There's something. Or like maybe it's your job. Like I feel like I had somebody say this like teacher at one point because that's what he was. You know what I mean? Like whatever it is, there's something that identifies you, but you stayed in my.
I always have to react.
It's funny because that's almost like my phone now. Because like I was telling the Brittany's, like if you go through like my phone, there's a bunch of people with just emojis.
Yeah.
And it's like, how do you tell them
Differentiate.
apart?
It's hilarious. All right. We are almost done. Britt.
All right, my last one is Daddy and Mommy, which was also another one of my which is when you love to call your significant other daddy or mommy people with this people usually like it rough and want to be dominated. I actually would like to go back and retest this. I do. I feel like this one should be up there with this.
Okay, so hold on. So Brittany, I'm gonna stop you there because technically that's not what daddy mommy means.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so daddy mommy is have you ever it's something like what is it, daddy dom little something. It's more of that. So it's more of that age play.
Oh no.
Where you're more in that kid.
I'm good.
Yeah, so it's like, but instead you are the person who's, telling them that what they need to go do as the kid, you're the parent in that situation.
No, that's right where it needs to be. Never mind. You said what?
Where was yours at?
0.
Oh, okay. Mine's at 53%, so just above half. And I feel like that's mainly because I don't take on the other role of being mommy type of situation. Not that, I do the age play of like daddy, but I mean, like I said, I feel like that's more fantasy for me. That goes back to like some of my porn preferences. Like I'm turned on by it, but not necessarily playing on a regular basis. I have, but it's not on a regular basis.
Oh, so for this one, for me, this was at a 9% because no, I don't want to be.
I have daddy issues. I have daddy issues.
I got mommy and daddy issues. I don't want it.
Just saying. At my solid 53%.
I don't want it. Somebody else take over that parental consent. I don't want it.
That's hilarious. The last one is vanilla, which is just the opposite of kinky. It's vanilla, plain, normal.
The normal everyday missionary
white people sex.
I don't like that description of it.
That's what it is.
I don't like the description of it.
I don't care what you like.
I know, but
that's hilarious. For me, even my vanilla is at 45%. So it's below.
Yeah, y'all vanilla's still high. Yeah, y'all vanilla's was kind of high. Yeah.
And but it gave me my favorite number. It gave me 69%. I'm like, hey, man, come on. I'm not understanding here.
Yeah, and Asia's
vanilla is a 0.
Of course it is. I mean, shit, you take the ball that shit and have a damn 1%.
So when I took this test about a year ago, like I take this test pretty much every year just to see if something changes. It doesn't, but I was at like my vanilla at one point was like a 15%. I was like, oh, absolutely the hell not. I didn't like that. I was like, oh no.
That's It's so funny. I feel like my vanilla has, so I don't take it every year. I have taken it before, and it was lower. Honestly, maybe even 0, if not like just lower in general. I have realized that in being a sub in personality, I'm turning into, yeah, that's what it is. And being a sub in personality, I tended, and just being experimental in general, I tended to be more open, willing to do a whole bunch of other things. That's before I've had 2.5 kids, naturally out of my body. But yeah, besides before that, I was much less vanilla. I feel like now I'm in a stable relationship where we have, I mean, incredible sex, but it's not sex with the same person. Prior to being pregnant, I'd say every day, most days out of the week, like 5 to 6 days out of the week, minimally. Yeah, and I'm happy with that. Like, I'm cool with that. Like, good.
There was somebody for so long. It's like you kind of do turn into that normal sex. Like music. We don't have to have it all night. We don't have to turn upside down and stand on our head tonight. We can just bang it out and go to sleep. I'ma see you in the
Girl, I'm at the point where if it's over 20 minutes, we gonna have to take a break and come back. Like, I need you to understand.
Not take a break and come back.
We gonna have to do a round 2. That's the point I'm at in life. Like, I'm cool with doing another round, but I like rounds to be fine. When I first met Jamal, that nigga had the stamina of a fucking god. I'm like, what is happening? Like, I felt like my pussy is trash because we're not getting anywhere. Like,
I think we flipped like when I first started dating, it was him. And as the relationship was like the first, like the 1 year, 2 year mark, it was me. Then it went back to where he wanted. I was just like, at one point, and I was like, oh man, this is great. But now it's kind of like, this is year 9. What is there left? Let's just get it done. It's great. That's really where I'm at.
Yeah. Look, I orgasm pretty easily, so we don't need to go for long periods of time. I am not the woman who struggles to get there. I will probably come within the moment you insert into me, I've probably already had an orgasm. So we can speed this along. Like, I feel bad for women who actually cannot vaginally orgasm, or just struggle to get there in general.
I was gonna say,
So they need to find the right partner, or they are asexual as hell.
Yeah.
No, there's a lot of women who only really get off of like clitoral stimulation. There's definitely women who don't get there from actual like inserting of a penis.
Insertion.
I feel bad for them because I'm like, man, there's no way.
Nah, I do too, because like once the foreplay's done, like you eat me out, I'm ready to be penetrated. Period. Like, I'm not stopping at only that. That's not enough for me. Like,
that's what's gonna make me
we know 0% vanilla, so you know.
I am 0. I don't do.
This is the been fun. It's been very informative. I feel like, if anything, for the last 2.5 hours, I now feel much closer to you ladies.
I have
I
learned.
don't know how everybody else feels about us, but
I have learned how to make it work.
I feel like we basically just had a sleepover and talked about everything.
Pretty much.
With a couple onlookers, because voyeurism is my number one kink. This has been a lot of fun. I think we're gonna wrap it up here. We've already been going for 2.5 hours. That is longer than any sex session that I'm willing to be having, as I have stated.
That's so boring.
I'm like 45% vanilla.
Jeez. I'm 69. I'm still willing
To keep going, and I'm like, yeah,
keep going.
Tap out. Rugrats. This shit's been going on too long. Curtis said he loved this episode. Yeah, I think this was a lot of fun and different than what we usually do. So maybe we'll do something along these lines again at a different time. I think that definitely opens up our personalities a bit more so that y'all can get to know us and we can get to know you. And now we feel like we're family out here. Or, some version of family where y'all talk about sex. Whatever family we're in, it's a real kinky one. But anywho, make sure you guys check us out every single Saturday. We're usually on at 7. We came on later tonight just so that we could ensure, that our late night conversations weren't overheard by little ears. I mean, mine, but neither here nor there. Curtis said Adam's family. Exactly. We're kinky and we're kooky. The Adams family. That's who we are.
We're 3 Geminis with different sex personalities. Okay?
Yeah, and we're all June Geminis at that. So just completely different sex personalities. I mean, personalities as a whole, but it's neither here nor there. But make sure you guys check us out every Saturday night at 7 p.m. usually here on Better Half Show. But all weekend long on Unapologetically Black Weekends here on HNIC Network. Friday nights we do trivia. Saturdays we're here. The ladies are here at 7 p.m. The men are here at 9 p.m. usually. Blurred Trap House. And on Sundays, the flagship show of our network, the UNAB network, Unapologetically Black, Never Broken, Always Empowered. Show goes live at 8 p.m. So check us out all weekend long. And until next time, guys, it's been real. Have a good night. Oh no. Struggle. I did it.